Number 14, anonymous question says, how should Christians who are unwilling / uncalled to adopt respond to gay couples who adopt without looking like hypocrites or inhospitable, since they're not taking these kids themselves? Okay, so you're a Christian who is either you don't want to adopt, or you're not called to adopt. Like, you have some other direction you feel God's given you in your life, and you're interacting with, say, a gay couple who wants to adopt, and you're thinking you have to oppose that, but you don't want to look like a hypocrite because you're not adopting and these kids need a home. I'm a little unresolved on this issue. I think I've complicated feelings about it. And so let me share with you guys some of my thoughts, but preface it with this. I'm not telling you to think what I think here. I'm telling you why I have a hard time answering this question. So I know there's things I don't have figured out and don't understand on this particular topic. Nor am I afraid of like the pro-gay lobby coming after me or something like that. Look, I'm telling you what I really think. Okay, here's my really honest, hopefully Christian thoughts on the topic. I think it's good and right if you have a choice of, you're the adoption home, you're the facility, and you're like, I'm choosing where these kids go. You should be discerning and thoughtful about who you send a kid to. So you want to send them to stable families that can help them and take care of them and will be good for them and all that sort of thing. I think it's entirely right for a Christian organization to prefer Christian couples for adoption, and to say we don't want to adopt to same-sex couples. I think that's right for a number of reasons, not just because there's sexual things going on, but because there's also not a mother or not a father in the home. On the other hand, I also feel that there's like a glut of unadopted, uncared for kids. And it's like, if it's a choice between like foster homes and a same-sex couple, are we really going to say that we'd rather them be in a foster home? I mean, I don't know that I'm on board with that. Like, I'm just trying to say, like, this is the real world where we deal with complicated moral issues in life. And I'm not sure that I'm okay with that. And so I would, if I had to make a policy off the top of my head as a Christian, I would say my policy would be preferring Christian couples, right, who have the highest of all qualifications for adoption. But when you have all these unadopted kids in foster care and you think they're not going to get adopted, that I would start to lower the standards because it's better than foster care. And so I mean, how do I give you advice to handle your situation? I'm not entirely sure. In the end, nothing I say is going to please a same-sex couple because they think that their relationship is absolutely equal to a husband and wife, a male-female relationship. And that's like demonstrably not true. It's not equal in that there is simply not a mother or not a father, right? Having two guys is not the same as having a male and a female that raise you. It's just not. Like, this is not the same. And to act like your mom is the same as your dad, or your dad is the same as your mom, and there's no, you can just swap them out, is silly. It's silly, and it's going to get me in a lot of trouble for saying it, but this should be obvious that men and women are different, and this is a good thing, and that we exist in family units with those differences for the benefit of children. That's part of the design. And so something less than that is obviously less than optimal. Even if you don't talk about the open sexual things that are going on, like not like open doors, but you know what I mean, that it's open, it's known, it's part of the family, and other issues that might be there as well. Yeah, so I'm sorry I can't offer more thoughts on this. I would just look for a Christian thinker who spent more time on it than I have, because I'm like you. Maybe it's like some of you, just not sure how I navigate this topic entirely.